Hey guys, Harsh here from ShoutMeLoud, and in this video you're going to learn how you can improve the on-page SEO of any of your blog posts using Semrush. If you have been a reader of ShoutMeLoud, you would know that Semrush is probably the best SEO tool out there, and we have been using Semrush for like 10 plus years, and this tool has helped me to drive great deal of traffic to ShoutMeLoud. I mean, it helped me to optimize SEO of ShoutMeLoud, and that's how I was able to drive up to 2 million page views a month using SEO only. So I'll share you one of my tricks that I use often to optimize my pages using Semrush tool, and you can follow the same trick and optimize all of your blog posts and drive more traffic. So the very first thing you need to do is identify the blog post that you want to optimize. So in this case, I'll be optimizing this blog post. So just simply copy the URL. Now go to Semrush and sign up for an account. If you already have an account, go to dashboard. If you don't have an account, you can find the 14 days free trial link in the description. Just simply create an account and then you can use all this feature. So very first thing that you would be doing is go to SEO and click on organic research. Here, copy paste your URL, select the geo for which you want to optimize your blog post. And it's very important at some time, maybe you're writing your blog post for Australia, but you're optimizing it for India or US. That does not make sense. So in this case, I've selected US and added my URL and click on search. Now what this would do is it would show me the keywords my blog post is already ranking for. So in this case, I can see my blog post is at position 7 for this particular keywords. And I can see this keyword domain ownership history is a 3-word keyword and it has a volume of 720. Let's explore this more. So let's open this in a new tab, and here I can get more data in terms of like who all are ranking for this particular keyword. So I can see like this top 3 URL are the tools which are naturally should be ranking, and they already have like really high amount of backlinks. But after that, this is Matthew Woodward. I know he's a blogger. Then we have Namecheap, which is another blog content, not a tool. And then there is this Blogging X, which is another blog, are ranking above my blog. Now I can see that my page authority score is higher than this 3 which are outranking me. And then the referring domain is also lower than mine. Similarly, backlinks are lower than mine. So overall, like this post has a good chance of moving to at least position number 4 if done right. Now the question is what changes I should be making. So there are a few things that I can do. One of them is I can integrate these questions as an FAQ in my blog post. And I've talked about FAQ schema earlier, and something that if you don't know, you should definitely check out my earlier video on FAQ schema. Now that is one way, but I'm going to share another super secret about Semrush. So Semrush has this feature called SEO content template, which you can find under on-page and tech SEO. So simply click on that. Now our keyword that we are targeting is domain ownership history. So let's just type it. And the target remains the same. Now you can check your stats more to find out if you're getting more traffic from desktop or mobile. So for this, I think the desktop is the ideal option, and then you need to click on create content template. So now this could be used in multiple ways. Like, if you have a keyword, you can click on this and it will create a content template that you can give it to your author or to your writer. And they can basically create content based on those. And how it works, I'll show you in a moment. So what this tool does is like it will analyze the top 10 ranking for that particular keyword, and then it will suggest you a lot of things like, which are the related keywords that you should be using in your article, the backlink that you should be getting from like this website you should try to get backlink from for this particular blog post. What is the average readability score of top 10 URLs? And then, what is the recommended text length? This is another very important feature. So here you can see this is what I've been getting. Now one very important feature, like basically this is what I've done. I've basically blocked Semrush crawler. So that's why it's not able to fetch my URL, and it would fail a lot of things, but I would still want to show you something pretty cool. Now here is one thing, like, now I have the content template is ready. I can export it as a document. If it's a new article, I can give it to an author or writer and ask them to create a content based on this data. And I can probably give this to my SEO team and ask them to create backlink from these websites to my blog article or to my page. But there is another very cool feature of SEMrush SEO content template, and that is real-time content check. What I can do is I can copy paste the entire article, or I can just simply click on this, and here I can paste the URL and it will import the article automatically. Now in my case that would not happen because I have blocked the SEMrush crawler. Why I have done that I will probably explain in some other video. So what I'll do is I'll copy paste everything. And let's remove this. Now readability is poor, and they suggested that readability score should be 6, which is 4. So now the very first thing I need to do is improve the readability. You remember, like, the number of suggested word was 1020, but I only have 728 words. So this is another suggestion that I need to improve on. And of course there is a headline. So what I can do is I can improve the score by copying the title here. Pretty much that's it. So now at least I have the title and some words are added. Now here are a few suggestions. Okay, so we got the few suggestions that originality is there, tone of voice is good, SEO is okay, and you can see the score here. And then you can basically go to SEO part, and here are some of the recommended keywords that I should be adding within the article. These are search engine, web pages, who is history, domain registrar, who is record. Now, of course, you don't have to dump all these keywords in your article, just randomly. You have to make sense out of it when you're adding these words. Otherwise, your article readability score would go down, or it would not make sense to your reader, which is worse than, ranking for an article which is not making sense to the reader. Now, another thing, like, this is very important. Often I've seen, like, your alt attribute are not added. Like, when you are editing an article, you can always add alt tag to an image. And if they are not added, this tool would show you if alt attributes are not added, and then you can improve it. Now, these are some of the changes when you make. The probability of your article improving is very high, and then you can start seeing some ranking improvement. So this is how you can start using SEO content template. Now make sure that when you do that, you also use the rank tracking tool of SEMrush to notice if the rank is improving or not. And one part of when you're making any SEO changes on your blog or on any of your pages, make sure to create a record of those changes so that you can track what is working for you and what is not working. Well, I hope this trick has helped you to learn something new. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, do like and subscribe to ShoutMeLoud channel. I would see you next. Bye bye.